Hello, thank you for joining me for just a few moments to learn a little bit more about advising at USF. While a bit unconventional to meet this way, I am excited to have the opportunity to share a little bit with you about what advising is at USF and how USF forms those connections with students, all aimed at their academic success. My name is Melissa Layton, and I serve as the Director of Academic Advising for the university. In addition, I get to advise academic exploration students and those in our exploratory healthcare program. Academic advising at USF is guided by a philosophy emphasizing partnership between the student and advisor to set and achieve academic, personal, and professional goals. Speaking of goals, no doubt as parents and family members of a USF student, you too have some goals for your student. Regardless of the role that we play, parent, spouse, supportive older sister, perhaps as the advisor or the student, we have a role to play in helping students achieve their goals. In referencing the National Association of Academic Advising, I've put together a list of synonyms that really highlight both the perspective of and the action that each of the roles can take in helping a student achieve success. At the center of the team is the student, and a student's ownership and responsibility are key. For a student to acknowledge that this is their education, their experience, and that they would envision and set their goals is a critical dynamic. When a student takes responsibility for asking questions, listening and learning, for monitoring their progress, knowing the requirements of their program, and asking for help, their academic aspirations can become a reality. Of course, the student is not alone in their educational journey. The USF Academic Advisor serves as a guide and a mentor, really offering information and asking questions to provide the student with some reflection, as well as sharing the requirements, policies, procedures, and opportunities available to the student. While advisors play the role of informant or teacher, they do balance that, offering encouragement, referring to additional resources on campus, and modeling decision-making and responsibility. Perhaps as a parent or family member who's been cheering on and advising your student for years, you're hesitant to see another person advise your student. Or perhaps on the other hand, you think, good, maybe he or she will finally listen to someone else because they've obviously quit listening to me. Either way, as a parent or family member, you do have an important role in the success of your student. We know that this generation of students is reaching out, seeking advice from, and listening to parents and families. And those moments call for a balance between guiding your student and supporting them, encouraging them to be independent and advocate for themselves, as well as cheering them on. Knowing that your role is being supported by an advisor who is teaching those self-advocacy skills, encouraging potential, and mentoring professionalism can hopefully be of some help. Students who have knowledgeable advisors and a supportive, positive system at home are well equipped to achieve their goals. No doubt your student is going to approach you with questions along the way, questions that you may not have answers to, and I would encourage you to redirect them back to their academic advisor. And there will be moments too when an academic advisor is going to encourage the student to reach out to their family to talk through something, perhaps priorities or timelines, values in making a decision. We're a net of support with and for your student. So who is this person playing the role of advisor in your student's educational life? Advisors at USF are real people. They're not robots. They're not mascots. Johnny Cougar does not have an advisory roster. At USF, faculty members serve as advisors and will be with the program throughout with the student throughout their time in the program at USF. USF faculty enjoy their role as advisor and the connections that it affords them with the student. Advisors are not only experts in their field, but they're knowledgeable of university programs, policies, practices, and advisors can share opportunities with a student in the field as well. They're often connected out in the community and in their professional field. Advisors are provided opportunities for development and training, and that is supported by my office and my role in the Academic and Career Development Center. Your student will, at a minimum, connect with their academic advisor once per semester to check in and plan for the following term. But other opportunities exist for connecting, and students should take advantage of these times. For new students, advisors are reaching out over the summer and will be available at welcome weekend. Students can also expect to see their advisor in class, during office hours, and special meetups that the program might host. While advisors are a guide, the use of technology is a bit like using a GPS or a smartphone to give us support and help us know where we're going. USF uses a variety of technology tools for helping students to get to their personal academic progress information, as well as the policies and practices that surround their degree. On My Cougar Connection, or MCC, students can see who their advisor is and the advisor's contact. Additionally, part of a student's responsibility or role is to become familiar with, one, their advising worksheet, which is a personalized list of curriculum requirements, and two, with their academic plan, something that they'll create in partnership with their advisor and shows a clear semester by semester path to degree completion. Both are accessible via MCC and are discussed in the online orientation for new students. And when it comes time to schedule for the following term, students will use the course registration tools also available on MCC, and they'll use those in connection with that meeting with their advisor, as well as the advising worksheet and academic plan made available to them. While advising happens within a program or department, it is personalized through the tools available on MCC, and I would say it's centralized in the Academic and Career Development Center, or ACDC. In ACDC, we advise academic exploration and exploratory healthcare students, as well as those students who might be changing majors. And we do offer training and support for academic advisors. We certainly work closely with our Career Advancement Office as well as the Registrar's Office, all located in the Pope John Paul II Center building. Thank you for your time and your investment in learning more about what advising is for your student and also your role to play in their educational experience. Please take good care.